Hey,
Hey,
and
welcome
welcome
back
back
to
to
Night
Night
Convos.
Convos. I'm back in my blue silk pajamas for the people that wonder. Yes, I have several pairs of pajamas that I wear and everything, and the evenings just before we go to bed. And hubby wears whatever he's comfortable in before we go to bed.
Just for
Just
that
saying.
person, for that one person out there that has a problem with it.
But okay. Anyway, we have a few like very important um things we're going to talk about that no, y'all need to stay till the end of the video. I'll just say that because we have like a few very important things we're going to go over in this video, and we really do want to know like y'all's thoughts and opinions on all of it. So, real quick though, just to address one thing that was said, we are an educated channel, and we do our research, and we do talk to people, and we do have people that talk to us and comment to us and everything. We do. We've looked into this story from the very beginning. You know, like from the beginning all the way up till now and everything. And we haven't even, dug deep into, like the stuff from the very beginning of Gypsy's story and stuff like that. So we haven't even begun to get into that. But we were called an uneducated channel in one of our last videos, and we're very much educated on what goes on and what's said and stuff like that, and what we're told and stuff that we choose to make a video on and don't choose to make a video on. So just for that one person as well, we are an educated channel. I promise you that. We're not going to speak on something that we don't know anything about. And like we've said before, if it's fact, we can back it up with recordings, with whatever,
If it's an
with
opinion, it's
sources.
an opinion.
Yeah, if it's an opinion, it's an opinion, and we'll say that it's an opinion. We shouldn't have to keep saying that, but we do for some reason. Anyway, but but like I said, we do talk to people, and we have people that talk to us and stuff, so we do our research. But okay, so in the last video that we posted of Gypsy's 20-week ultrasound scan, I told y'all in that video that I done a voiceover on that I was going to, show y'all something kind of cool in this video, in our next video, that we thought was pretty neat and everything that y'all might want to see. So here that is, right here. Uh, just simply something for y'all to think about. That's all we're saying. Also, no, absolutely not. This is not an ultrasound picture that has ever been shown or used or whatever by Gypsy or anyone else or anything like that. This is an ultrasound that we had that we used to do this with. You can see that we put night, comma, like if it's the last name, night, comma, at night combos, where the name would be, and we put today's date on it, like where the birth date goes, like the mother's birth date goes. So just saying that's something to think about. And again, absolutely not is this an ultrasound picture that Gypsy has ever used. Like we've never used one of Gypsy's ultrasound pictures. We would never
No.
do that. We never use anyone else's ultrasound picture or anything like that. But we literally did this on the phone. We didn't need a computer, a scanner, special equipment, nothing like that. And you see how it can very easily be altered. If I wanted to, I could have added onto the ultrasound picture itself, profile or something, because you can see it's like a profile picture, ultrasound picture. You can see that it's, like baby's face and body and legs and everything. But like I could have wrote profile like a lot of doctors' offices will do. I could have wrote, yeah, hubby's baby, on it like Gypsy did in her 17-week ultrasound that she had done. I could have done that, but I didn't. Just simply done what I figured would be like, and what like you figured would be like the most important, changes to show y'all how much an ultrasound picture can be altered, how it can literally look like a name was taken off, and then another name was put on there, night, comma, at night combos. Here's our picture to do that with. We're we're not saying she is pregnant. We're not saying that she's not pregnant. We're just saying, look how easy it is to alter an ultrasound picture on a phone, literally, by taking a picture of the ultrasound picture on your phone, and you can literally alter it on your phone. You don't have to scan it. You don't have to do anything on your computer. But the reason, I say that, and the reason that we put that up there and chose to do that and everything was to show y'all even more, that we've talked about it, with some of you in the comment sections and stuff, how her stomach changes, the size of her stomach changes from big back to little, and from not, and then going to not showing at all, so, and also her timelines, change all the time and everything. Sorry if y'all hear that. Our kitty cat is playing over there with her toy. So sorry if y'all hear that and everything. But we all know that her stomach size changes all the time. Her timelines and dates have never matched up and all that. So it's just something for y'all to think about. But that brings me to this picture right here. Okay, y'all, some of y'all might have already seen this picture, might have already heard about it, but you hadn't heard what we had to say about it. So we're showing it to you. This is Ken and Gypsy at the restaurant, Nobu, which is a high-end restaurant. Most people know that. With a dress code. Just throwing that out there.
That they didn't follow by no means, did they?
No, not at all. Like, I'll get into that in a second. But, you can see here, though, she has her stretchy pants on. That's what you were saying, but she has her stretchy pants on, and she has them pulled up so high that you can see the bottoms of her pants, and you can see like the bottoms of her legs, and how her socks are pulled up over her ankles. You can see the top of her socks. You can see like about this much of her legs, and then her socks and her tennis shoes and everything. But in my opinion, it looks like what women do, like as far as her pants go and everything. It looks like what some women will do, that may have some rolls or something like that. We're not making fun of anybody or anything like that, but like, that may have some rolls or something. They wear like the stretchier material, pants and everything, and they'll pull them up higher so that, especially if they're wearing a shirt like what Gypsy had on, so that their stomach looks a little smoother, and doesn't look like this, if y'all noticed in that kayaking picture that we posted, again, not trying to make fun of anybody, but that's what her stomach looked like. We've seen the video that we posted. We've all seen the video that we posted of her doing the baby mama dance, where she had to almost do a back bend, pushing her stomach out and everything. To make her look like she had this huge baby bump. Then in the kayak, it's, like this. And I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but like her stomach, even though, she has the rolls, like, a few rolls there, they were still, like, they still didn't poke out further than like her breast did. So I'm just saying, it's just odd how her stomach goes way out to back in, and then way back out again and all that. And then now they're at Nobu, and it looks like she knew her picture was being taken at this high end restaurant, and she's like, "Oh, let me make sure, I push my stomach out,
I'm showing.
Yeah, like that's what it seems like. But you can but anyway, that's what it looks like. Because if you clearly, if you zoom in, especially in this picture, you can see where her pant line is underneath her shirt, because it is a thin, stretchy material shirt as well, and you can see the waistline of her pants, but under her shirt, and where right there where the waistline of her pants are, you can see a bit of a small like roll, that some women have, right up under their breast here. So you can slightly see that, and then the waistline of her pants to make the rest of her stomach look smooth. And even still in this picture where she's trying to make herself look like she's showing or whatever, her stomach still didn't poke out that far.
No.
Like it's done when she was by the poolside, when she was doing the baby mama dance and all that,
Because she wasn't bent backwards.
No, right. You're right. You couldn't do a back bend doing a full body picture like that. But anyway, also y'all can see the black wedding band on Ken's finger that he's wearing, and it's the promise ring that Gypsy gave Ken. So she gave him a promise ring, and I know I told you a little bit about it, but I don't know if I told you everything. But Gypsy gave Ken a promise ring. I don't know how you could do that when you're already promised to someone else, literally, legally, married to someone else and promised to someone else. Hey, whatever. She gave him a promise ring, and apparently she gave him this promise ring like shortly after the gender reveal. So it was like a few weeks ago. There was somebody, I can't remember her name. Oh my goodness, I can't remember the name of the channel. I'm so sorry. But someone on TikTok pointed it out a few weeks ago, and TMZ's just now picking the story up. And I'm fixing to get to that in a minute. I wonder why TMZ's just now picking the story up. Because you notice nobody else was talking about this ring. Nobody else was paying it any attention. Nobody else cared about it or anything until now. Now that TMZ's put it out, and it's out there in the tabloids and everything else. So she gave him a promise ring after the gender reveal, but still set up a camera to go sit on the bed. And I'm sorry, but like anytime I've cried or been upset or sad or anything like that, well, I mean, most of the time I just come to you, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if I've been sad or crying or something like that by myself or whatever, I couldn't imagine being like, okay, I'm fixing to cry. Let me go run over here, set the camera up over here, and then come sit back down on the bed. And then, oh my God, start crying and wiping my dry face. Like, really? I don't see how you do that, but y'all know she done that in the whole famous spaghetti and meatballs video, the romantic dinner she wanted to make for Ken.
She used Prego or something.
Yeah, she used yeah, she used Prego sauce and frozen meatballs.
Yeah.
Is what it was. Yeah. You're just warming something up at that point. Like, it's not famous. Like, I'll tell y'all.
It's a famous Prego recipe.
Yeah, it's Prego's famous recipe, but it's not Gypsy's famous spaghetti and meatballs. Now I'll tell y'all, like, I could say, I guess, that I have a famous fried chicken recipe and sweet tea. I showed Hubby how to make my sweet tea so that he can make it for me, but I won't show him how to make my fried chicken, and he doesn't like it. But he loves my fried chicken, so like if I wanted to make a romantic meal, well, one, it probably wouldn't be fried chicken. Like, when we have a romantic meal, like if we do that, like on our anniversary or something, like it's you making like our steak and stuff like that, like stuff that we had at our wedding, stuff like that. Yeah. But anyway, back to that, like, she gave him the promise ring a few weeks after the gender reveal and everything, but still set the camera up so she could fake cry during her famous spaghetti and meatballs video. And saying she doesn't want him to leave her. So she was doing this romantic dinner for him. And what did that note say? Darn, I don't remember. She put a note on his napkin for him to see. And he sits down.
No, I don't remember.
You're the one that read it. Oh, man.
No, I don't remember.
Anyway, it wasn't much. But he sat down and he was like, okay, I'm fixing to try it. You could tell that he was like going by a script or something like that she gave him and told him what to say, like, hey, you better act like you like these spaghetti and meatballs, whether you do or not. Like, but he picked up the note and like moved it to the side, picked up his napkin and his fork and like took a bite and like, like
Yeah.
he was having to fake it all the time. But what I'm getting at is like, you done all that, and you done the whole thing of fake crying, which, whatever, you done the whole thing of fake crying and everything, and because you were scared that he was going to leave you and all that. So that's why you were doing this romantic dinner to show him that you appreciated him and everything. You could have done better than Prego. So sorry. I mean, heck, you could have ordered some better spaghetti. Is all I'm saying. You got the money to do it, Gypsy. Though, but yeah, whatever you do, you boo. But it really it makes you wonder, like, what's really going on? You know, like it really makes you wonder, like, doesn't it? Because like, why hadn't Ken been being in on camera lately? Like he'll walk up and you'll be like, are you on live? Or like he's been in the background. You know, when she was at the pool, she done a separate live than what we posted on our channel. You know, but it was just like a couple of minutes of her sitting in the pool and doing a little swim thing. She was in 4 foot of water, talking about Christy may have to jump in and say, or Christy was on the side of the pool. Like, does her and Ken not go anywhere without Christy? Why is Christy with them everywhere they go? But anyway, you know, Christy was saying, you got it, Gypsy, you got it. Am I going to have to jump in and save you? It's like, stand up. You know how to stand up. Remember how you done that? When after you unalived your mom, you just stood up, you know? Remember all that and everything? You just stood up. That's all you do in the pool. Just stand up, you know? Just, it's 4 foot of water. Stand up. Just stand up. It's not over your head. Like, anyway, I'll get all off on a tangent on some stuff, y'all. Like, it just, this girl irks my nerves to a point. She really does. But it makes me wonder, like, why isn't Ken being all up in the camera like before? You know, and like, but in that little short that she done or whatever, that little short video she done, why, like, you could hear him in the background walking up saying, "Oh, are you on live?" And she's like, "Yeah, I was just on TikTok waiting on you," in her little baby voice. And then she's like, "Okay, guys, well, I gotta go." And he's never seen. And here lately, you know, even in the picture at Naboo, you know, he looked like he was just, you know, like he wasn't really smiling, like he wasn't really happy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hurry up, get this over with.
Yeah, like that. But you know what? Like I don't understand. Like you, hubby, like as a man, if you were doing this and you knew your girlfriend had the mind of a child, I mean, she has said that herself. I'm not saying it. She has said that herself. That she goes back to the ages of 12 or 16 or whatever. But like, if you knew this stuff about your girlfriend or whatever, and would you start doing, like, why would you start doing this, or what seems like Ken, what seems to be the reason Ken is being more distant, like in your opinion?
They just,
Or like, why would you start distancing yourself? Like, would it be like because you're like fed up?
yeah, it would be because I was fed up with everything, especially with her crazy lives. Anyway,
That's true.
for one,
Like, even because, you know, like because I believe he came back around and he was sticking around and stuff like that, you know, like for the money and everything like that, and being all on the lives for the money. He was doing his own lives on his own TikTok and everything. And he hadn't done that in a while. He hadn't been on there in a while. But I don't know, like, maybe I think that maybe he's doing it because maybe he's truly wondering, even though he's got on a lot, he got on live like a couple months ago saying, "It's my baby, it is my baby," and all that, I think he's starting to wonder, is this my baby? He could be wondering that. He could be, like, thank you, love. He could be wondering, like, is this my baby? If she's really pregnant, or, is it because, like, he's scared, and he don't want to be committed or tied down?
Yeah,
I don't know, like,
that's what I was gonna say. My mind was blank.
but like, well, that's what I was asking you. Like, in your opinion, what would it be? Like, what would be the reason that you would start distancing yourself?
The commitment. I'd probably be, because of that. I wouldn't want to be committed to her.
I mean, I agree. I was just wondering if you would have a different opinion than me. But
And her giving him a ring, I think that was out of jealousy of her being so jealous or whatever, and wanting to put a ring on his finger to make
really?
other people think that he's married, or
That could be it, because he's supposedly a bartender, but we know he really don't work. But we know he lives in New Orleans, an hour and a half away from her. So he goes out by himself all the time, and it could be that. It could be the jealousy thing. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, it could be jealousy and stuff. And you would think that Ken would be able to see that, though.
Well, I mean, when he's not around her,
he probably takes it off.
Yeah, he probably don't
I didn't think about that. He probably does. Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
but in her mind, he's got it on.
It's not like it's worth a whole lot.
That's messed up. I know she could at least give him a ring to live off of if he left. All the mess he's had to put up with between her and Christy, like.
Yeah.
No. I mean, we all know she's got the money to give him, a ring that'd be worth it. But the thing is like, if he accepted the ring, why are you still fake crying? Because you gave him that ring before the whole famous spaghetti and meatballs, video. So why are you still fake crying? Why are you still worried about him leaving you? Like, like she said before, on the documentary, on the very last episode, at the very end, when she was announcing that she was pregnant and everything, she was saying, that Ken, she was fake crying then, in the part when she said, Ken could leave me at any time and all that, But going through all this and everything that's going on since then, since the documentary ended, why are you still doing all this fake crying, Gypsy? Like, it makes no sense. Like, if he accepted the ring, why are you still fake crying on the bed, folding this man's underwear, making your famous spaghetti and meatballs on camera? Again, like, after setting up the camera to film yourself crying, fake crying, it just, oh shoot, it just makes me wonder. Y'all, I go on notes, but I just like, went whoop like that. Like some people need to do that don't necessarily, agree with our channel or our videos or whatever, how they can just go like that. And it's crazy amazing how your phone will scroll up.
But you did zoom in on it fake crying, and you did get it one tear.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that, yeah. I zoomed that's literally what I was about to get to. I zoomed in on that, but and if y'all go back to that video and look at it, and zoom in on it at the right moment and slow it down, you'll see one tear coming out of one eye, like right here. She finally, after doing this thing and dry and wiping her dry face, y'all will see like this one tear barely come down the side of her face right here, and she leaves that tear like you've been sitting here wiping your dry face this whole time, right up under your eyes and everything, but that one tear came out and you just let it roll all the way down. Like,
yeah.
But I think that's really because like it has something to do with like her being like, it's almost like her being a teenager, you know, and worried that her boyfriend's gonna leave her. You know what I mean? Like when, you know, like I don't know about y'all, but like some people get feelings about stuff. You know how when you get a gut feeling about something, you know? I mean, I've gotten them in my lifetime before, but you know, like, you know, being a teenager and you just feel it coming, you know, it's coming that your boyfriend's going to break up with you or you're going to get a bad grade on a test or something like that. You're really worried about it, you know? It almost seemed like that, you know? And so she was finally able to work up one tear and she let that baby roll, man. She let it roll just to make sure it was on camera. But but the rest of the time she was wiping her dry face. If a but if a baby isn't enough to lock Ken down, what makes you think marriage would be? Like the man, like he hasn't given you a ring, Gypsy.
Yeah.
You know, for a reason. I assume that he has a reason for it. You know, but if if a baby isn't if a baby we don't know one way or another now, but if a baby won't lock him down, what makes you think a promise ring or a marriage would lock him down? And why would you want to be with a man like that? That brings that up. Like, why would you want to be with somebody that you cannot trust in a marriage? Like, I absolutely would not enter into a marriage that I couldn't trust the other person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not know what they're doing or not, you know, not necessarily not know what they're doing, but like, you know, not be able to trust him. You know, she acts like she can't trust him to live on his own an hour away or to go to the store or whatever, you know, so she's gotta like put her mark on him in some way. Like she tattooed that with a staple, that K on her ankle, you know,
Yeah.
to let people know that she was with him like a kid or something. And he won't do anything like that. He won't mark himself in any way being with her. I mean, he gets everywhere. It's all. I mean, the whole world knows he's with her. I mean, like I don't know
And
why he would need to mark it, but
they do have that tattoo, but they have to be together for it to
yeah, but it's
make
still like
sense.
a husky tattoo that would
That's
just,
what I'm saying. They have to
yeah,
be together for it to make sense.
yeah, for it to like make the little heart symbol,
Yeah.
yeah. But still, like I don't know, it's weird to me. But there's nothing in this world that could lock him down for you. If a baby wouldn't, a marriage definitely won't. And he could also walk away, you know, like he could walk away just like you did with Ryan, Gypsy. Have you ever thought about that? You know, like if there's any small chance at all that he would actually marry you, he could walk away. He could just walk away one day when he's not visiting you or whatever at your dad's house and your stepmom Christy's house. You know, he could just not show up anymore. He's like, oh, not going down there anymore. Not going over there to see her.
Yeah.
Oh well, you know, whether that's his baby or not, whether if there is a baby, whether it's his or not, he could just walk away. You know, and he could just go to court, just like you did to Ryan. How you just walked away one day and you're going to court now and everything. He could do that and just get rights to see his baby and everything. You know, but you know, it just I just don't get this whole promise ring thing. Why she gave that to him? Like that would make him, you know, like that's market. It's like she's trying to mark her territory or something. I just don't get it.
Exactly what
But
she's trying to do, I
like,
believe.
yeah, but like I said, she could get up and walk away just like you did to Ryan. Remember that, Zip Zip? You know, when you and Christy snuck over there to the apartment, you know, like two little rats, you know, and while Ryan was at work and packed up your stuff and everything, and you tried to make Ryan look bad, saying, "Oh my gosh, I haven't been here in a couple of days, and he already let the apartment go. You know, it's already a mess in here and everything." And there was also a little puppy running around too, you know, that you left behind that you wanted and stuff. You know, getting into things and stuff like that. But the apartment wasn't a mess anyway. But they were in the laundry room where clothes were on the floor. In the laundry room. God forbid. Oh my God. There's clothes in our laundry room too, but on the floor too, dirty. It's crazy, I know, but he could walk away. That's the point I'm trying. That's the point I'm trying to make. But with no closure at all, just like you did Ryan, because you didn't give Ryan any closure. Matter of fact, you made sure to rub salt in his wound by calling him after packing up your stuff and getting back to your dad's. You then called him saying, "Oh, I want to hold you, but I'm the one that's causing your hurt." And then, you know, immediately, and then getting off the phone with him and immediately calling Ken up and laughing with Ken on the phone, being like, "Ha, I just got off the phone with Ryan," breaking his heart, basically. So I don't know, they say what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
And Ryan really cared about you. You could tell, we don't side one way or the other. I don't, side one way or the other. I mean, I think Gypsy's a big red walking flag, Like, why would anybody go after her or, write her in prison or why would you feel the need to find love behind bars, anyway. But Ryan wrote her on a dare and, ended up truly falling for her. I really believe he had true feelings for her and everything. And, and you walked away from him, Gypsy, and broke his heart. And they say what goes around comes around. So, and you are so madly in love with Ken, it's ridiculous. But Ken doesn't seem to be that attached to you like you are to him. He doesn't seem to be as attached. He really doesn't. But this is what the TMZ report said on the ring. And I'm going to have to read it to y'all because of the ads and everything that are popping up and stuff. But this is what TMZ had to say about the promise ring. Okay, so TMZ shows that picture that I was showing y'all of them in front of the Naboo sign. Gypsy Rose Blanchard is showing her commitment to boyfriend Ken Urker with a special piece of jewelry. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ. Sources with direct knowledge. Christy and Gypsy. Tell TMZ Gypsy gifted Ken a promise ring a few weeks ago after their child's gender reveal. Ken's proudly displaying the black band on his ring finger in a recent photo the couple posted at Naboo, leading eagle-eyed fans to wonder what the deal was. And now we know. See, these darn ads on TMZ, I'm telling you. Our sources say the promise ring is a symbol Gypsy is committed to their relationship and their new family, with their baby girl on the way. And it also represents their love. We're told TMZ was told that Gypsy told Ken she understands the struggles they face, but in her heart, he is her true husband. And accepting the ring would mean he feels the same way. So Gypsy told Ken, like, here, I have this promise ring for you because I feel like you're my true husband. And if you accept this ring, that means you feel the same way. Well, he accepted the ring, so I guess he feels the same way. Or he feels like he can sell it if he leaves it. I don't know. He goes on to say, obviously Ken's now wearing the ring, and our sources, again, Christy and Gypsy, say he loves it. So Gypsy and Christy say that Ken loves his ring. No ring for Gypsy, at least not yet. We're told the couple doesn't feel it's appropriate for her to wear a ring on that finger until after her divorce from Ryan Anderson is finalized. As for Ken's promise ring, our sources say Gypsy picked out a simple black band from Zales for $275, which is what you were saying. Okay, so that's the end of that report. I'm sorry, I just can't believe you pointed that out. That was funny. But so you and Christy, which we know are the ones who reported this to TMZ. We know y'all are the sources, the close sources. If it's not y'all, it's Bree, but we know it's y'all. don't think it's appropriate. So you and Christy don't think it's appropriate for you to wear a ring on that finger. You mean your ring finger? One, it's because you don't have a ring, Gypsy, to wear on that finger. You don't have one, and we know you all want one from Ken so bad you cannot stand it. Like you can literally taste it. You want it so bad, but you don't have one. You don't. Okay. But you think it's appropriate to give Ken a promise ring and tell him that if he accepts it, it means that he's really your true husband. That's appropriate. But you wearing, like, if Ken was to give you a promise ring, that would be inappropriate. But giving Ken a promise ring and saying you feel like he's really your true husband is appropriate. Like what? What in the world? I mean, that does not make any sense at all. Telling him, if you accept this ring, it symbolizes my true love for you, and it's a symbol of our little family, together and everything, and it symbolizes that you're my true husband. Like I can say before me and you were married, we lived together for a little while before we were married, but you know like and then I looked at you as my husband, because I mean even before we moved in together, all of our finances, money, everything was joined together, everything like that. But it I don't know, they don't have that. They don't live together. She's done said that she's not going to live with Ken even after the baby's born. She's going to stay there at her dad and Christy's until her probation's over. It just doesn't make sense to me. But not only that, but he accepts the ring. Then he agrees that you see him as your true husband. Gypsy, hello? Knock on your head up there, baby girl. Because Ryan is your true husband. Did you forget about that? Nobody else can be your true husband because Ryan is your true husband. In every way. Literally, legally, and in every way. Other than morally, because we know she has no morals. So morally, she's not married to Ryan. But in every other way, you're married to Ryan. Ryan's your true husband. And you're Ryan's true wife. That's what makes this whole thing so messy and messed up. If you really are pregnant, is that you literally done it like by our dates, it would be done while you were still with your husband, or like the day you left your husband. Which, in my opinion, I'm sorry, that's nasty. You're trying to get pregnant with your husband one day, and the very next day you're trying to get pregnant by a boyfriend over here. Okay. Yeah. But all this, anyway, I digress. I'm going to leave that all that alone. Anyway, let's get into something big that we noticed on a recent TikTok that Jip did. And it made us wonder, could old Jip get sued for saying some of these things? So we done a little research to find out. I don't know if she did this because she really is being paid to promote these products or advertise for this company or anything like that, or represent it or anything, but or if she's trying to get a promotion with this company. I don't know. She says in the video that it's not a paid promotion, but we all know that Gypsy don't do anything for free. Okay, right. She won't even do a regular TikTok live for fun, for free. She gets paid for doing that by her stands, which is ridiculous. But she says it's not a paid promotion. But let's watch this video, and then we'll talk about it. Hold on a second, because I got to get it pulled up. Okay.
Everybody, so I want to share something with you guys. So I just started taking a new prenatal vitamin. So this is not a sponsor, partnership, or anything. I did purchase these, but I went researching and I realized that what I found was that most prenatal vitamins are not third-party tested. So I went looking for a very healthy option because I want only the best for my baby, and I came across this one. It's called Needed. So this supposedly has only what you need, nothing you don't. And so I did purchase the prenatal vitamins. I purchased the omega-3. They did come with a whole package. So I got the prebiotic, the collagen protein, the sleep and relaxation support. So this is really nice. And then there is a stress support, because who has a lot of stress in their life? This girl. I need that support. So I am going to continue to use this product and keep you guys updated about what I think about it. Thanks. But I went researching and I realized that what I found was that most prenatal vitamins are not third-party tested. So I went looking for a very healthy option because I want only the best for my baby. And I came across this one. It's called Needed. So this supposedly has only what you need, nothing you don't. And so I did purchase the prenatal vitamins. I purchased the omega-3. They did come with a whole package. Just started taking a new prenatal vitamin. So this is not a sponsor, partnership, or anything. I did purchase these. But I went researching and I realized that what I found was that most prenatal vitamins are not third-party tested. So I went looking for a very healthy option because I want only the best for my baby. And I came across this one. It's called Needed. So this supposedly has... I am going to continue to use this product and keep you guys updated about what I think about it. Thanks. Hey everybody. So I want to share something with you guys. So I just started taking a new prenatal vitamin. So this is not a sponsor, partnership, or anything. I did purchase these. But I went researching and I realized that what I found was that most prenatal vitamins are not third-party tested. So I went looking for a very healthy... So this supposedly has only what you need, nothing you don't. And so I did purchase the prenatal vitamins. I purchased the omega-3. They did come with a whole package. So I got the prebiotic, the collagen, everybody. So I want to...
Okay. So y'all seen there where I made marks on that video, and y'all see where, you know, someone said congratulations on your engagement, and she said, I'm not engaged, that's just a rumor. It's like she just won't, and like almost every live that she does, she's always talking about, you know, am I engaged? No. Or she'll say, do I have an engagement ring? No. And a couple months ago, again, this is when Ken was doing, you know, TikTok lives with her. They were sitting on the couch together doing a TikTok live, and somebody had asked in the comments, you know, going up or whatever. Someone had asked, you know, when are y'all getting engaged or something like that, or are y'all engaged or whatever? And she was like, and Ken was like, no, we're not married, we're not engaged. And she was like, I don't want to know, la 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 la, like that, like. Like a little kid, she did. And it was like, you don't want to know, but Ken literally said, no, we're not married, we're not engaged, we have a lot to get through before anything like that happens and stuff. And then she looked at him, she was like, obviously, and rolled her eyes, and then quit smiling and laughing at that point. She didn't find that too funny, she didn't like that very much, you could tell she didn't like it very much. But also, I hope y'all enjoyed my little check mark where it let y'all know in the comments that y'all just seen on that video. You know, someone was asking, are these vitamins expensive? Are they pricey and stuff? And someone said, and Gypsy said, you know, they can be pricey depending on what all you get or something like that. And I have to go back to the comment, but she said it depends on what all you get. You know, it can be pricey. And then the girl right below that like said, not it costs nothing. Like she gets everything for free. Shake, you got that right.
Yeah.
But also, you can see that she is showing these products for pregnant women, which I definitely, we most definitely have an issue with when we both seen this, you know. But I'll get into that because it's not only dangerous, you know, it could be dangerous, you know, for people in general, but it could definitely be dangerous for women and their baby, you know, their babies, you know. I mean, you don't know. I'll get into that in a minute. But you can see that she's showing these products for pregnant women that she is taking now that she's pregnant. Quote, now that she's pregnant. When she's already said she was taking a prenatal before she even got pregnant. You know, she's admitted that several times that she was taking a prenatal before she even got pregnant. But I digress. So, but did y'all see the claims she was making in the video? Which I found like, oh my god, like she is already out here doing the most. And now she's, you know, like out here claiming something you actually take and put in your mouth and put in your body, which if you're pregnant then goes to your baby, you know, it is safe for everyone. Like we're not saying vitamins aren't safe, or you know, certain vitamins aren't safe for certain people and stuff like that. I take prenatal vitamins. They're, you know, prenatal vitamins are safe, yes. You know, for pregnant women and everything. They're even safe for non-pregnant women. But like I said, you know, I even take them once our doctor has said are safe. Which will bring me to another point in just a second. But you can see in the video, someone commented, is all of it safe for pregnancy? Because she was talking about how she had the prenatals, the stress vitamins that brand carries. You can go to Walmart and you can buy vitamins for skin, hair, and nails, prenatal vitamins, calcium, you know, vitamins for anything and everything. You know, for iron, you know, all that. But, you know, in the video, someone commented, "Is all of this safe for pregnancy?" Which, please, why are you asking Gypsy anyway? Please don't get your pregnancy advice or any type of advice for your pregnancy or your unborn child or yourself from Gypsy or from anyone else. Ask your doctor. I mean, that's just like, it's just common sense. Just have a little bit of sense, you know? Just a little bit, especially if you're bringing a baby into the world. Like, have a little bit of sense, please. Have a little bit of sense, and don't be asking Gypsy if something's safe for your unborn child. I mean, I wouldn't see that and be like, oh wow, that does seem like a good, you know, a vitamin line or whatever, you know, vitamin company. I think I'm gonna start taking all the vitamins that they have, all their stress vitamins, their prenatal vitamins, you know, no, not unless I ask my doctor first. But anyway, she tells this person that asked this, is all of it safe? This person was asking about every bit of it, the sleep vitamins, the ones that help you sleep, which are separate from the prenatal vitamins. So keep that in mind. The stress, they had the stress, she had the stress vitamins, the sleep vitamins, the prenatals. She had all different ones, and it sounded like she was an ad for them, even though she said it wasn't a paid promotion. But, you know, she tells the person straight up, yes, like yes, that all of the different vitamins are safe for pregnancy. You don't know that, Gypsy, because you don't know what types of medications people could be on. The different people are on. Different people are on different medications, and different women take different, you know, medicines during pregnancy for different things. You know, like for iron. A lot of women have to take iron supplements in pregnancy and stuff that these other vitamins may not coincide with, you know? So, but you don't know what type of medications people are on, or that they may be prescribed or may be taking by their doctor or otherwise. So you are not qualified to tell someone that. Gypsy Rose Blanchard Anderson. What you should have said is they are supposed to be safe for pregnancy, but make sure you ask your doctor before taking anything. Like that's what I would have commented.
Yeah.
You know, well, they're supposed to be safe for pregnancy. They're safe for me. You know, I take them, they're safe for me and my pregnancy, but you know, before you go ordering some, you know, ask your doctor first. That's just common dang sense.
Yeah.
But we all know Gypsy doesn't have any sense, although that's not an excuse at all for her to use. And in my opinion, the video did sound like an ad because she was like, and who stressed this girl and all that, like,
Yeah.
and she wasn't using her baby voice that much in it either, so I think it was probably an ad. Or like I said, she's trying to get a sponsorship with them or something. But anyway, that we seen that video and it got us wondering and thinking. This is moving way past like talking about or advertising for baby clothes and baby I was about to say vitamins like vitamins, baby items and baby clothes or even you know your own outfits like from Kylie Couture. It's another business I'm going to be calling out, along with Pink Stork and the rest of them, and Shoes by Soap and all that. You know, that I would say don't spend your money with this company because obviously they don't care who they advertise with. They only care about the clicks and views. They don't have any integrity in themselves or their company, obviously, but whatever. In my opinion, you know, like, I mean, I'll say that. But it got us wondering, you know, like, could she be sued for this? Because it moves past baby clothes and all that stuff. So, and her getting free stuff when it could go to real people out there, real women and children in real need, rather than someone like Gypsy Rose or Gypsy Rose, you know, herself. It could go to people who really need it. And from what we've heard and been told, you know, the baby clothing company that sent her baby clothes last, which I forgot the name of them. I would have to go and look. Okay, that really upset me when I seen it. Apparently people have been like coming after them like crazy. But anyway, we wondered could it get her sued, so we looked it up and everything and done a little bit of research and we found out yes, she can get sued. Like, look at this. That I want to put up here. Look at this. And for those of you who may not be able to see it, like it's just saying that yes, you can be sued if you promote a product and it causes someone harm, as this falls under the legal concept of product liability. And then it goes on to say other stuff about strict liability and false advertising claims and stuff. And if you make misleading claims about a product's safety or effectiveness, you could be sued for false advertising. So, in my opinion, that's exactly what she was doing in that video. She was, you know, she was, yeah, I mean, she was literally telling people, yes, just straight up, yes, it's safe. It's safe. She's done it several times. You know, I pointed some of them out to y'all in the video. So, would would that not mean that clearly she could be sued for saying that? For saying yes, this is safe. And we're not saying that these vitamins aren't safe. We don't know. I don't take them personally. I don't take this brand of prenatal vitamins or anything like that. I don't take any kind of vitamins from this brand, so I don't know. But and nor would I, now that I know Gypsy's over here promoting them. But I have all vitamins anyway. So, but it just, it clearly tells me that she could be sued. Like from saying yes, they're safe and everything. If something was to happen to someone, if someone was to listen to her and take these vitamins and be like, well, Gypsy told me right here they're safe. They're safe for pregnancy. Because in one of the comments she said yes, they're safe for pregnancy. And then the other comment she just said yes, all of them are safe for pregnancy. So if something was to happen to someone or their baby, she could be sued. I mean, I think it's very dangerous for her to be out here promoting things for people to take. I mean, look at what all she done to her mom. Looking up poisons
Yeah.
and everything else. Ways to kill her mom. And I'm so sorry, I did not mean to say that. I don't love her mom.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, that slipped out. Oh well. But she was looking up poisons. She used a BB gun on her, but thinking it was, a real
Real
pow
gun.
pow. I
Oh,
didn't mean to say that.
then I said, gosh, I'm tired. I'm tired.
I know, I am too, baby. I am too. We're sorry. Anyway, we are tired and we have been sick, like with allergies. Not sick, but the allergies with the weather changing. So we've had allergies. But that was funny. And I did it, and then I got you with it. But we all know being serious though, it's dangerous. She's out here promoting these things and promoting these, vitamins and stuff, and saying that they're, okay to take for pregnancy. So, and if something was to happen to someone or their baby, they'd be wanting to go after Gypsy for it and the company.
Yeah.
So she needs to be more careful at being out there, since she wants to be this influencer and everything, which we all know she's not. But if that's what she wants to be, she needs to be more careful with her words and what she says about things. Whether she's promoting it or not, she's still showing the product, telling everything about the product and everything. That's promoting it, is it not? I mean, in my opinion, it is. But then also, like talking about her searching for poisons and things like that, to try and off her mom, and before she had an autistic man do it for her, that brings up a story that we're gonna keep watching and update y'all on. But listen to this story, and I seen it off of mirrornews.com. It's another one I'm gonna have to read to you. I apologize, but if I tried to even put it up on the screen, it would be so hard because we'd be trying to scroll past all the ads and everything else. But this story, all that like brings up this story because we all know what Gypsy done to her mom, unaliving her and everything, and all the things she done to her before that. Okay, so the story is children found chained by their ankles in apartment as mother charged with cruelty and neglect. The 47-year-old mother and 29-year-old man who live in the Alexandria section of Fairfax County, Virginia, told police they would chain the 9-year-old boy and his 7-year-old sibling by the ankle to, quote, scare them, end quote, so they wouldn't leave, I apologize, quote, to scare them so they wouldn't leave the apartment, end quote. 2 children were found chained by their ankles inside an apartment with their mother and her partner going on to be charged with child abuse and child cruelty. I didn't know any other way to say that other than saying it. But from here on out, I'm going to say child endangerment or something like that. And you'll know what we mean. But the 47-year-old mother and 29-year-old man who live in the Alexandria section of Fairfax County, Virginia, I apologize. They told police that that they chained the children up when they would leave and stuff by their ankles so they, quote, wouldn't leave the apartment. Okay. The 2 were arrested the mother and her partner were arrested August 16th. So just like, I don't know, like a couple weeks ago. According to court records, the 9-year-old borrowed a cell phone from a roommate in the apartment who was not charged. The 9-year-old used the phone to send a photo of his chained foot to an older sister who called 911. Police said when they knocked on the apartment door, they could hear chains rattling in the apartment. So if you can hear that, that's some pretty big dang chains, would it not be?
Yeah.
Okay, so police knocked on the door, they heard chains rattling. The roommate told police the two kids were routinely chained when both the 47-year-old and the 29-year-old were not home, according to a search warrant affidavit. The boys are now in the custody of their father, who did not live in the apartment and was not charged, according to WRC TV, which first reported on the arrest. He said his sons did not tell him when they visited him that they were being chained. When I heard, I was like, wow, why did this happen? Children don't deserve to be treated like this. We don't have the right to treat them like this. Maybe a criminal,
Yeah.
but not innocent children, he told the station in Spanish. Last month's arrest was not the first time the mother's parenting drew attention from authorities. Court records show that in 2019, a then 16-year-old daughter of the mother obtained an emergency protective order, and that the mother was charged with misdemeanor assault. I guess I could say that. That the mother was then charged with misdemeanor assault on her 16-year-old daughter. The disposition of that case was not clear from juvenile court records. The public defender's office, which represents the mother, did not immediately return a call Tuesday morning seeking comment. A phone listed for the court-appointed attorney who represents the 29-year-old man was not working Tuesday. So the phone of the court-appointed attorney was not working. So can the attorney not even afford a cell phone or something? Like, what's going on here? But anyway, the 29-year-old man, the mother's partner, his attorney could not be reached because the phone number apparently wasn't working. Or not that the phone number wasn't working, but the attorney didn't have a working phone to be contacted on.
It don't make any sense to me.
No, I know that doesn't. Like, that part really doesn't. But regardless, the mother has been released from jail while she awaits trial. Even though back in 2019 she had misdemeanor charges from, putting her hands on her 16-year-old daughter in an unlawful way. And then has these charges too. She was released from jail. That drives me bonkers. Like, y'all have no idea. But she's been released to await her trial. The 29-year-old man remains in jail. A pre-trial hearing is scheduled for October 2nd. So like we said, we are going to keep up with that story and keep y'all updated on that story, because now that, I found it and showed it to hubby, like, we're interested in it now. Now we want to know what happens when they go back to court and why this mother was released. She's had previous charges from endangering the welfare of her 16-year-old daughter back in 2019, and then now this happens with her two younger boys, her 9-year-old son and her 7-year-old son. But regardless, this 9-year-old little boy was still chained up and able to get a cell phone to send a picture of himself to his older sister. Apparently someone he felt was safe, that he felt safe with, or that he felt could come and help him or could help him, which she did by contacting 911. That was amazing on the older sister's part, who doesn't live in the apartment, who's not there. And we don't know why the roommate, didn't get charged with some type of child endangerment. Because, like in our state, even if you're a roommate or you live with someone and they're endangering their children in any way or putting their hands on their children in a dangerous way, like ABUSE, or are they like that? Like in our state, if you know about it and you live, especially if you live in the same home and you know about it, but you're not a part of that family, you're just a roommate or whatever, you would still get charges just like the parents or guardians or whoever it may be, whatever the adult's relationship is to the child, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I was about to ask to be sure. Yeah, I was pretty sure on that. But I was about to ask you to be sure. So yeah, so like in our state, that's how it works. So I don't know why, the roommate wasn't charged, but we're gonna look into it more and find out and come back with an update on this story. But anyway, that's what I was gonna say. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, we're gonna look in on this more, and we're gonna come back with more details on that story. But it makes me wonder, like we'll continue to cover that story as we continue to cover Gypsy's messiness and everything. But if a 9-year-old who is still chained up can get to a cell phone, which we knew in Gypsy's situation, she had a computer at her fingertips, she had a cell phone. Heck, her mom was basically bedridden when she was unalived and everything. And she couldn't find a time to run away or get help. She said she didn't want to go to the police for help because she thought that, that her mom had, or she knew that her mom had papers on her that said that she was incompetent, that claimed that Gypsy was incompetent, so she was scared that the police would just bring her back home. You wasn't too scared because you stole, narcotics and money and ran off to Dan Gladwell's house, so you weren't too afraid.
No.
So why can this 9-year-old who was chained up get to a cell phone, send a picture to his older sister and get help and everything while still being chained up? But Gypsy, who claimed to be chained up by her mom all the time, so many different occasions and everything else, couldn't get help or do something, I mean, it just makes me wonder. But we want all of your opinions on it and all of y'all's thoughts and opinions on everything that we've discussed and talked about tonight and everything. And like we said, we'll continue to cover everything. But it's already been long enough, and we're tired. And like we said, we've been sick with our allergies and everything. So we truly apologize. But we will see y'all in the next one. And we hope y'all have a good night. And we'll see y'all in the next one. So good night. And God bless.
God bless.